We are embarking on our biggest and most ambitious adventure yet, traveling all the way from the center of China to the capital city of Beijing in just 4 weeks, with the goal to discover the truth about this country. Is it really what the Western media make it out to be?
This is the real Wuhan.
It literally blows my mind, this place.
That was the most bizarre boat ride of my entire life.
There's only one way to find out.
Alright, good evening from Heathrow Airport, where we are about to fly to China for the very first time.
I can't believe we're even saying that.
I actually think this is the most excited we have ever been to enter a new country, but at the same time the most nervous and apprehensive because there are just so many unknowns. We don't know if we're going to be able to communicate with people, we don't know if we're going to be able to eat properly, we don't even know if we're going to be able to pay for things yet. But we're going to find out together, so make sure you're subscribed and notifications are turned on.
Because you ain't going to want to miss this.
Alright, a little over 10 hours later, we have finally arrived in China.
Touchdown in Wuhan.
That went really, really quick.
Yeah, that flight was pretty smooth actually. So we've never flown on China Southern before, obviously, and we had a really nice experience. I felt like the whole journey was really calm, really peaceful, and the staff were lovely on there, weren't they?
They were so nice, really attentive, really caring. The immigration though, oh my God, that took forever. Not because the line was long, but because it took about 5 minutes to process each person, and a lot of people just didn't have the right paperwork, so they kept getting sent to the back to the front, and we're just standing there with our correct paperwork like, just let us through already, we're good.
That room was actually really quiet and there wasn't that many people there, but it took, I want to say, about an hour to get through there. The lady was asking to see my whole itinerary for China, so it's very, very strict. So if you're coming here, make sure you've got everything printed and you know you've got all your answers to everything that they can ask.
And we're not even at our final destination yet. We've still got a connecting flight from here in Wuhan, city you might have heard of before, to Chengdu, right in the middle of China.
And now we're just going to be walking around the airport, killing some time. We've got a few hours to spare, so we're going to see if we can find a coffee or just have a look around and see what shops and restaurants they've got, because it's all very new to us.
Way first Chinese vending machine that I can't understand any of what it says. I see Red Bull there, that's familiar. And yep, pretty much everything else. That looks like it could be 7-Up. This could be the perfect opportunity to test out Alipay to see if that works.
Oh, okay. I don't know what we're going to be getting though, because obviously we can't understand this writing, but I think we can go by the photo. So is that a grape?
That looks like it could be grape. That looks like it could be lychee.
Yeah, that could be lychee. Coffee. Should we try the lemon?
Yes.
Okay, how do I start? Do I just, oh, there we go. C100, 7 yuan, that's
70p?
Yeah.
UK.
Oh God, Adam, I don't know how to do this.
Maybe let's go English,
Oh yeah.
if it even does that. Oh God, I did something bad. I did something bad. It looks like a customs declaration form. We're gonna get in trouble.
See you in about 10 hours, guys. Okay, so I think we figured it out.
Yeah, so there's no English on this whatsoever from what we can tell, but we can choose what we want by the picture, which is easy enough.
We already know that part, and then this part.
There is the Alipay logo. Pretty sure that is.
Yeah.
Yep. QR code.
Looks like the
Scan
Alipay
it.
logo to me.
Scan it real good.
Scan. This is so strange. Is it gonna work? Something's loading. I don't know if it's done it. Oh, it's still loading actually. Oh, there we go. Translate, pay.
Pay, do it.
Just need to do my PIN code. I think I remembered it. Yay! 76p. Yay! We go!
Success, our first Chinese purchase.
This looks nice. I like the packaging. And it's cold, really cold. Oh, the lid came off fully, unlike England. Oh my God, that is unreal. That is so nice.
It's your first taste of authentic Chinese cuisine.
That is so nice. It's cold, lemony, and it's also got a bit of sweetness to it. It's so refreshing. Adam, 7-Eleven.
Oh my God, I didn't think they had those here.
It's been a while. We have to go and see what's inside. What are these? You best.
You best put that back.
Chocolate bell bun. That's what it looks like.
Oh, it's quite big, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's give that a try.
Okay.
Let's test Alipay again, see if that works.
Oh, nervous, because there was like an actual human involved.
Do we have success?
Yay!
Yay!
Woohoo! I wonder what this is going to taste like. I think you should do the honours on this one.
Gladly. I never thought the first thing I'd eat from China would be something from 7-Eleven. It looks really kind of premium as well in this bag. It's just a bun with chocolate in it. I mean, how could it be bad, right? Let's find out. I didn't get any chocolate in that bite. Let's try again. Let's break it open. Oh, yeah.
Ooh! Gimme, 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 gimme,
Wow.
gimme, gimme, gimme.
Wow.
Not overly sweet, but a nice little snack. That'd be good with a coffee.
Everywhere you go in this airport, there's tons of these massage chairs, almost as many as the number of actual normal chairs.
And look.
Free of charge? No way.
I do.
No chance. Wait a second, there's no way.
It's speaking to us. It said to scan it. Okay, so it's come up with payment options.
So it's not free of charge, but
No.
it's very cheap. $6.80 for 6 minutes. Wake up the body. Sure, why not? Order immediately. Mine's loading. They're not very comfortable to sit in without a massage, okay? It's taking the money. Oh, okay.
Is it nice?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of massages as it is, but to sit in an airport and have one, waiting for a flight when you've got nothing better to do, why not? That is powerful.
Why is mine not started yet?
This feels like an actual human doing it.
Okay, it's just loading at the moment.
You're missing out. I think this is the bit of massages I don't like, is the physical contact with another human. And this solves that problem.
These are good, but they're not the same.
It's good enough
As
for
a
me.
human.
It's got my neck. It's got my neck. It's doing my butt cheeks.
Is it?
Yeah. I don't like it.
It's
Fine
doing
with
it.
I don't want to ever leave this airport. I feel like Tom Hanks in the terminal.
It's on my neck. It's on my shoulders. Oh.
It looks like it's about to rip the extensions out of your head.
No.
People here are like, what are these foreigners doing? They've never seen a massage chair before in their lives.
We've never seen a massage chair at a reasonable price.
Correct. This is good content.
Wow, these are good.
We're gonna miss our flight. We're 5 hours early for our flight. We're gonna miss it. Yeah, she's gone. She's completely gone. Now I get some peace and quiet. Okay, so our second flight is taking us on a 2-hour hop from Wuhan to Chengdu, right in the middle of China, where we can first of all get some really well-deserved rest, but it also marks the beginning point of our journey across China. Touchdown in Chengdu, half an hour ahead of schedule. Thank you so much, China Southern.
Yes.
We really needed that. It's now 8:30 at night. Been on the go for 24 hours now, exactly.
Yep.
And as long as our baggage comes through okay, fingers crossed, then we can make our way to the hotel, which is still, I think, a good hour, hour and a half away.
It's going to be another Adam and Yaz versus Chinese public transport. So
Exactly
stay
right.
tuned.
Please don't be sitting in Wuhan still, or even worse, Heathrow.
Those toilets, whoa, they were so nice. And where the soap comes down, you can't see where the soap is actually going to drop. So you're like, oh, is it there? Is it there? And if you miss it, there's a little Panda dish under it, so the soap will fall onto it if you miss the soap. I thought that was really cute. But yeah, I think I'm a bit delirious at this point.
Target in sight. We have 1
2.
and 2.
Oh, what a gent.
It's a full house. Let's go.
Thank you. Now let's make our way to Chengdu.
But do trains even run this late in China? Who knows? We'll find out in a second. Another stunning airport. That's 2 out of 2 for China so far. We're only seeing one more anyway, but they're doing pretty well. Really impressed so far. Yep, high speed. That sounds about right. Okay, so logically, I would think that means first train of the day, last train of the day.
Which means we have got about 40 minutes to catch the last train. So hopefully we can get a ticket and get on it before it leaves.
So this is a ticket machine right outside the station. You can get tickets to Shanghai, Chongqing, even as far as, where is it? Beijing, right there.
So we can't actually find Chengdu station on there. There's one that says Chengdu Dong, so I'm just typing it in and seeing if that is the right station, but...
So I'm starting to think that the high-speed train is only like intercity, so going out of Chengdu, which means that it might be metro, unfortunately, which will take a lot longer. Wait a second, what's east in Mandarin? It's a dong.
I'm just typing it in. Dongfang. East is Dongfang.
Well, I guess we're going with it then.
It kind of matches up. Let me
Chengdu
try.
Dong.
Let me
it's
do.
only 44 yuan for a first class ticket, so it's got to be.
Look, at 44 yuan, we're not going to go very far. So if we go
Yeah.
wrong, we've not got that much to, go back on.
Yeah, I like that logic.
That's my
Let's just
logic.
do that. Okay, so the lady in there is not very helpful. The machines want some kind of ID document that we don't possess. We're just gonna have to get the metro, I think. It's gonna take a lot longer, but whatever gets us there at this point. Let's see if we have more luck with the metro machines. Okay, we need Wenshu Monastery Station, yes. Our hotel that we booked with on booking.com thankfully gave us all the directions to get there. To be fair, looking at it now, I'm not seeing an option for high-speed railway. So I probably should have checked that before we actually went to try, but 11 yuan, that's like £1, $1.50. To go all that way, I don't know how long it's going to take yet, but we're going to find out. Yeah, if we took an Uber, their equivalent of Uber, it would take over 2 hours because we're that far out of the city. Hoping this cuts that down to at least an hour and 15. Yeah, it's Alipay time again. This is going to take some getting used to. Okay, here we go. Get QR code successful. In transing, please wait.
Ooh, this is good.
Perfect.
Yay!
This time yesterday we were on the London Underground, now we're on the Chengdu Underground. Yes, check out the rules here. No retrograding, no frolicking. That goes for you. No leaning. And don't keep your eyes only on your mobile phone. Air conditioning. See you in about 12 stops. Last time we were outside was 25 and a half hours ago. I just cannot wait to get out of this subway and breathe in some fresh Chengdu air. So in total that took exactly 1 hour, which saved us 1 hour from getting a car and probably a lot of money as well. Oh, I can feel air. Chengdu.
This is Chengdu.
We made it. Now our hotel has sent us directions to get there, and it looks a bit like an Easter egg hunt. So it might take us a little while, but it's a lot cooler now, so don't mind it. It's a nice temperature actually for nearly the end of October. Not bad, I thought it'd be a lot colder than this. So these are the directions that the hotel sent us.
When you exit from the K exit, turn right and walk along Beijia Tangji Street. Keep going straight for about 5 minutes. Turn right onto the alley and walk along it until you see the entrance of an underground parking lot. Please continue walking along the right side, following the red wall, and you will find where we're staying. Wow, okay. It's going to be a mission.
Sounds like it's in that direction.
Yeah. Oh, look at these bikes. We have to do a bike tour on those. That would be fun.
I don't know how safe it is to be walking around at night here, but I'm not getting any bad vibes right now.
It is so quiet. We are pretty much in the city centre, I think, and it is so quiet. I can actually hear crickets. Maybe it's the time of night, I suppose it is 10 to 11. I think we found it.
Oh, this is a small elevator.
Yeah, it's tiny.
Cozy. All right, we made it safe and sound. First Chinese hotel room tour coming tomorrow morning.
I'm ready for bed.
It's been a long day.
Guys, I just want to quickly tell you about something that we cannot live without on the road, and I know you can't either, and that is data. Okay, so the last thing you want to be doing when you get off a plane is finding and buying a physical SIM card. It's expensive, it's time consuming, it's a ginormous pain in the That's why we're so grateful for Holafly who have partnered with us for this video. Holafly is an eSIM provider that offers unlimited data plans in more than 150 destinations.
Wow, that's a lot of destinations.
With an eSIM from Holafly, you can quickly and easily install it on your phone before you leave, so you have data that is ready to use when you arrive at your destination. Just go to the website, find your destination, pick your plan, and scan the QR code. No hunting for Wi-Fi at the airport, no paying extortionate fees at the airport, and you can keep your regular SIM card in your phone so your number stays the same. Their team is on hand to help 24/7, and their app makes it super easy to manage your eSIMs. You can get your Holafly eSIM by clicking the link in the description, the pinned comment below, or just scan the QR code that's on the screen right now and use our discount code AdamandYaz for 5% off. So thank you Holafly for keeping us connected, whether we're here at the Great Wall of China
Or even here in Disneyland, Shanghai.
Now let's get back to Chengdu.
Good morning from Chengdu, China.
Good morning, everyone. It's a late start, as you can probably tell, but we really needed that extra sleep. And we're going to show you around this beautiful hotel room. Then finally, after that, we're going to hit the streets of Chengdu.
Yes, and also for our first hotel in China, this has been incredible. It's
so good.
Spotless, so clean and so new. I think it's actually just been refurbished, so we're going to show you around. Come on in. Pop the electric in. There we go. So we'll start with the bathroom. And firstly, I just want to say that this toilet last night was dark and then this came on and then the lights came on. It just scared me. It was a lot going on at the same time. It's electronic, so it does all these weird and wonderful things. This is the sink area, really sleek and modern, and also there's a light, so you can do makeup really nice and wash your face and just see yourself super clearly. The shower is so beautiful, and I really like that they provide you a shampoo, conditioner and body wash. And that water, we had a shower this morning, was heavenly.
It was so sad this morning having to turn the water off. I genuinely did not want to get out of that shower.
And this is our bedroom. This bed is huge.
I think this is genuinely the biggest bed we've had in 3 years of traveling.
I think so, and it's really comfortable. I had the best night's sleep last night. Probably helped that I was really tired.
It's actually wider than it is long.
Yeah.
Like, not even joking, it actually is.
Yeah, it
I
is.
think you could easily have 2 people sleeping in this bed and them not know that the other person was in the bed.
I didn't even realise you was in bed last night.
I couldn't even hear your snoring because I was that far away from you.
And we have these beautiful windows, my favourite part. And this part, the working station, breakfast table, I don't know. And look how cute this is. Like a 3-tier welcome pack. And then, you know I love a tea and coffee station. And also, these curtains are electric.
So these switches on the side of the bed almost act like presets. So if you're ready to go to sleep, you just hit sleep, it blacks everything out and shuts the curtains automatically. And then if you're ready to wake up, you just hit bright, turns all the lights on, and eventually opens the curtains.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to press the curtains on, but still.
So this morning, it was really dark. Our alarms went off at 8 o'clock and it was so dark and we were disorientated anyway. And I was like, let me just open the curtain. So curtain on, beep. It was like, da da da, we're in China. Adam's gonna show you the best bit.
What's that? It's only a projector. That's a first. I don't know if we can watch anything on it really because it's all going to be Chinese stuff, but I'd really appreciate that still. If there's one thing that isn't that great, it's the view, because there isn't really one, but at the same time, this isn't one of those types of hotels. It's actually in a very traditional style of building. We'll show you outside now.
So this is our hotel. It's called Shishu Garden Inn. And it's got a panda on the top. So we've been here one night, but our impressions of this hotel have already been exceeded. So we would highly recommend. Also, the staff could not be any more helpful if they tried.
Can't do enough for you.
Can't do enough. So I'm going to leave a link in the description if you want to book it. It's there. Right, should we go and get a beverage?
I think we need one. Caffeinated variety.
Yes.
So the whole point of today is basically to acclimatise, de-jet lag, and also to take in the culture shock that we're experiencing right now, because we've genuinely never been anywhere like this. It's completely different to anywhere else in Asia, I think.
And also, it's currently October, and we're in jeans and a vest top, and it's perfect.
It really is. It's a little bit humid, a little bit muggy, but we don't mind that. We're really happy with that, especially coming from the UK now, where it was like 10 degrees, cold, rainy every single day.
Yeah, no, this feels lovely.
Whoa, cool bus. So Chengdu is the capital of the Sichuan Province. 14 million people live here. That's 4 million more than London.
Whoa.
Which is kind of hard to believe right now because it's not chaotic in the slightest. At least this part that we're in right now. It looks really nice, really calm. Hello, ni hao. That guy, I've clearly never seen a foreigner before.
You took an interest.
I have a feeling we're going to be getting quite a few kind of stares here and there, but I don't blame them.
That's okay.
Yeah, I don't think Chengdu is the most visited place by foreign tourists, at least anyway.
See, I'm not too sure because obviously it's quite famous for the pandas, so I thought a lot of tourists would come here to see the pandas, but at the same time, you don't really hear of many tourists coming to China in general, so I'm interested to see how many foreigners there are, or if we kind of feel like the only ones, you know?
It's also been pretty much closed for the last 5 years because of that thing that happened. And Chengdu is also the fashion capital of China, apparently, like the Milan of Italy.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I think we're representing.
Trying our best.
Not really.
One of the first things you notice is that a lot of the vehicles are electric. So you don't realise that they're creeping up on you really quickly. So you definitely have to keep an eye out on the vehicles.
It really is quiet, even with all the cars passing. Even the old ones are electric by the looks of it. It's so weird.
It makes a change from being in somewhere like Bangkok where it's just so... I mean, we love Bangkok, but it is very, very noisy.
Still waiting to cross this street about 3 minutes later. It's okay, we got nowhere to be really. Taking it easy. Okay, let's go.
Wait,
Oh, there's a moped coming right at me. And another one coming at me. They're using the zebra crossing like pedestrians. Now this car's just going. Watch out for that moped. We're good.
Panda, just on the street, chilling. Hey, my little friend.
So the situation with navigation is Google Maps is pretty much a washout. It thinks that our hotel is on the other side of town, so we can't really trust that at all. Apple Maps thinks that our hotel is about 2 blocks away from where it actually is, so a lot more accurate, but at the same time, I don't know how much we can trust it. Right now, we're just kind of like in a guessing game. We're just gonna roam around and see what we come across. Hopefully we come across a metro station. So yeah, I don't really know what we're doing in terms of navigation just yet, but that's kind of the fun of it, especially on the first day. We don't really want to do anything too structured, just kind of roam around.
Yeah, just get lost.
Look at the contrast here between modern and old school.
I prefer the old school.
Same.
And just like that, we have stumbled upon a metro station. So this should make it a lot quicker. We're going to head to a place called People's Park and just check it out because I think it's meant to be a really beautiful place to go. Okay, we're at the self-service ticket machine, and to be honest I didn't know the name of the station, but I just typed in People's Park and it looks like that is the actual station name, and it's going to cost 2 yuan for a ticket, so 20p.
Wow. It's not far, to be fair.
43p for 2 tickets to People's Park from I have no idea where.
That's place right there.
Yeah, there.
Yeah,
that
there.
one.
That one right there. So we're through the barrier, now we just need to check which line we want. We probably should have checked at that big map right above the machines before we actually went in. What's that?
I have no idea.
Is it a phone charger?
Power bank? Oh. Oh.
Translate it.
Street electricity, charge and exempt electric money.
That raises more questions than it answers. So again, on Google Maps, they were saying a 40-minute walk from where we were just now, but on the metro, it's 2 stops. So I don't get how it's translating that.
And 20p.
And 20p. Okay, there's a lot of life here suddenly.
I think that might be where the park is, and it looks so nice.
I think we're about to try our first bit of street food here in China. It's just Apple translated what he said on the sign. And it looks like sweet bread.
Okay, no meats, that's good.
I love how it said sweet bread, sugar bread, and you still have to check whether there's
Only
meat.
because there's 2 things on offer, otherwise that would be more obvious. Scan. 谢谢.
Please forgive us, this Alipay thing is a bit of a novelty for us.
Yeah.
It will wear off eventually, but right now it's really fun to use.
Because I forget that I can show them the barcode, but then also they can give you a barcode.
So when they give you a barcode, you have to scan it. When they don't give you a barcode,
I have to give them a barcode.
right, exactly.
I actually had to enter in the amount, so he showed me 5 in cash, 5 yuan in cash. So then I had to scan his barcode, then I had to enter the amount, so I just put in 5 and then press pay. And then he just gave me one of these, so here we go.
There's a lot of people smiling around us right now. I don't know if it's because we're in People's Park, everyone's really happy, or they're just happy to see foreigners around.
Oh, wow.
It looks like glutinous rice.
Oh, it's really good.
Give me some, give me
It's
some.
really crunchy. It's like caramelized. Wow.
Bit much for the morning, but wow.
It's so nice and sweet. You've got some sesame seeds on there. The outer shell is really crispy and crunchy.
I'm still chewing it.
Really nice.
All right, so People's Park, popular with a lot of locals by the looks of it. There's a lot of them taking photos. Look at this building right here. That is stunning. It almost looks like it's animated. It's not even really there. I don't know why, it's just to our eyes, it's just a piece of art. It's beautiful.
It's just not something we're used to seeing, are we? Like the design, the architecture is just out of this world.
Among all of the greenery as well.
Yeah,
really
that's
special.
what it is, because the red really pops with the green. Should we go and have a look inside?
It's just everything Panda in here. I love how Panda orientated Chengdu is.
You should get this one.
Yeah, that would look really great on me, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so not much to see in that shop. Some Panda souvenirs, some tea. This part of the park is really cool. Side to side, there's some really interesting looking shops. Popcorn, coconut juice, some caricatures over there. More Panda souvenirs, but it's in a really cool setting and it looks even better behind us. So let's go over there. What on earth, Yaz? It just went from a really serene park to not chaos, but it's really, really lively.
I knew that you could come to People's Park for tea, but this is actually coming to the park for tea, if that makes sense.
It's coming with the express purpose of drinking tea, I think is what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
This is just overloading the senses, and I'm here for it. I love it. There's a bunch of flasks down here. I wonder if that's where all the hot water is?
I feel like it's a quick turnaround because there's hundreds of people here and everyone comes for tea, so it must be just a thing to get the tea out fast.
All I know is there isn't a single table available, and if there is one available, we're going to have to fight someone for it. There's some people going around the tables doing some random kind of ear procedure to people. That looks like fun. All right, so we've had to abandon that mission, sadly, because there literally wasn't a table available. Like, we even saw locals trying to rush around to find one. So the hunt for tea continues.
Oh, there's tables here. Maybe we can get tea here.
Wow, this part is really quiet compared to the other bit.
Steam coming from there. What is that? This is something out of a mystical dream. So I'm guessing that there's steam pods to water the plants, water the leaves.
I suppose it does the same job, just in a really beautiful, unique way.
I've never seen that before. So I think we have figured out why this seating area had lots of seats available. We have just paid 136 yuan for 2 cups of tea. This is the most expensive cup of tea I'm ever going to have. Probably in my life. I was really confused looking at that menu, like surely that's not right. But we're gonna try it and just see if it's worth 136 yuan. Well, the 2.
Oh, here it is. And there's the hot water flask. See, told you.
Is this green tea?
Yes.
We ordered 136 yuan tea without even knowing what type of tea it was.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, we've got a lot of tea because that is heavy.
Well, I hope there's a toilet nearby then. This flask is actually almost cold to the touch, so it's doing a really good job of keeping that heat in. Ah, I see. So what is this for?
Junk.
Where's the junk?
Rubbish.
Okay, so I really love green tea, I love matcha, and this is unlike any green tea I've ever seen before. Obviously in the UK we get these crappy little tea bags, been sitting around for ages on the shelf. I'm expecting this to make me live to 105 years old and to give me youthful teenage boy skin again. So yeah, let's see what a £7 cup of tea gets you. I think this is how you drink it.
Please tell me it's worth it.
It's tea. Okay, it's got a lot more flavour than we're used to back home. It's almost got like a mint flavour to it, and it's a little bit more bitter, a bit more floral.
How did you hold this?
So with one hand, you kind of hold the tea leaves out of the way with the lid, and with the other hand, you just lift it towards your face.
I'm doing this like such an idiot. It's definitely a good quality tea. The flavours are really bold. It is a really nice cup of tea. I've never tasted a tea as like strong and full of body as that one.
This feels really proper and sophisticated though.
I didn't expect we'd be doing this on our first day in China.
It's right up our street, isn't it?
It's one way to please 2 British people.
Cup of tea in a park. So we had something like 3 cups of that tea each, and there was still enough hot water left in that flask for probably another 3 each. So you do get your money's worth in terms of tea, I suppose, but I've now got uncontrollable caffeine shakes.
And also a full bladder. So we're going to be leaving People's Park now, and because I've had so much tea, I thought it's better safe to go to the toilet. And that was not a great experience. It's a public toilet, obviously, there's loads of cubicles in there. And there was a lady doing her thing with the door open. I was like, okay, maybe that one's free. No, I walked past and she's fully squatting. I was like, oh, I need to just quickly do what I've got to do and leave. No, I was hoping it would be really nice because so far, like with the airport toilets, the hotel and everything, it's been really, really nice. I suppose we haven't really had many public toilet experiences yet, so that's the first one. and it wasn't great. So we have just made it to Jinli Old Street, and this is the biggest traditional street in Chengdu. It is home to all the local shops and local food restaurants. I'm so excited. This is a perfect way to spend a lot of your time whilst you're in Chengdu.
Wow, this street is just stretching down for miles ahead of us. I can't even see the end of it at this point. It's kind of similar to that street in the People's Park with all the shops, but what we're really looking for is hot pot, which is supposed to be the authentic dish to have in Sichuan Province.
Sichuan hot pot, the famous hot pot. And apparently it's super spicy. So we're gonna put Adam to the test and see if he can handle it.
Sounds good. Okay, I think we found our hot pot spot. They're being very accommodating to us with, you know, the lack of Mandarin.
Also, we don't really know if we're in the right place to have hot pot for the first time. It just said hot pot on the front of the restaurant. It's the first place we saw with hot pot. The lady at the front of the restaurant was really nice and accommodating, so we just walked in, and this is where we are.
All right, hopefully you can hear us. We just had some live entertainment going on right in front of us there. So they had us go to a seasoning station and get our own bowl ready with what we wanted to flavour it with. And then we ordered all the toppings alongside it, and the hot pot is bubbling away right in front of us. We may have ordered too much food, I think.
A classic example of language barrier.
Yeah.
When we think we're ordering, I thought we was actually ordering one hot pot, so one bowl, just of like a bit of noodles, a bit of cabbage, a bit of cauliflower and tofu.
No, this is a feast for about 11, 12 people.
All this food. I don't know. We've got really, really good dinner reservations tonight.
That might need to be moved now to tomorrow.
We did not expect to have this much food. I mean, I'm not complaining. It looks absolutely amazing. I just didn't expect to be sitting in this fancy restaurant with entertainment and all of this food.
Anyway, we need to dig in.
Let's dig in.
So we have 2 fiery, spicy ones and 2 white ones, I think they called it, and they're not spicy.
So I'm just going to put some of these noodles in and see what happens.
This is so new to us. We barely know what we're doing. Yaz is just putting stuff in willy-nilly and just kind of hoping for the best. So much food, but it looks absolutely delicious. I hope it's really spicy.
On the plus side, I've got some MSG, which I've never
we've got some MSG
served myself before.
What does MSG taste like on its own?
It's like an umami salt.
By the way, these are the biggest chopsticks I've ever seen in my life. They're huge. Right, first bite of hot pot incoming. Wow. Flavor explosion.
Just coming to help because I think it's obvious that we have no idea what we're doing.
I think she's like, why is he eating them when they're not fully cooked through? Tastes good to me. I understand now why they say that food in Sichuan kind of numbs the mouth. That fieriness makes your mouth go really tingly. It is kind of numbing, I understand now. It's a really strange sensation. I can't put my finger on it, but my whole mouth is kind of tingling. It's really strange.
Hope you're not having an allergic reaction. As you can see, I'm nervous. Whoa. It's like pins and needles in my mouth, and I just had the tiniest bit. Oh my god. It's multiplying. My tongue's so numb. That is so strange. It just feels like there's loads of pins and needles in my mouth. That that sensation is quite uncomfortable. I suppose we're just not used to it. But I'm gonna try these white ones. Wow. That is amazing. So much flavour. I don't know if it's because I've added all the garlic, but it's really umami. The noodles are cooked to perfection. Oh, it's just delicious. I'm so glad I like this one.
This little pot of flavours I made earlier is amazing. It's got soy sauce, MSG, red chilies, coriander. Unbelievable. I'm dipping everything in it.
I feel like the after effects of that Sichuan sauce.
Still with us.
It's with me still, but it feels more like a warm hug in my mouth. But I did only have about, one tiny little bite. So maybe that's fine.
It's really unlike anything we've ever experienced. It makes you realise that we don't really have authentic Chinese food back home. I think there's a base price for the hot pot itself and then an additional price for each topping. Something like 10 yuan each, so really reasonable, but we'll let you know exactly how much after.
Honestly, the staff here are so patient and so lovely with us. We just put up a sentence on Translate and said we ordered too much food with a laughing face, and we all laughed. And then she wrote on a tissue box in Chinese, "Eat slowly, take your time." It's just so sweet. Like they don't need to be like that, but they are. So we really appreciate it.
We have an injury.
The Sichuan sauce just flicked into my eyeball, and it is really, really burning.
Sorry, it's not. It's not
gone
fun.
red?
It's not too red actually. It's all right.
Oh my god, it's so sore.
Did it flick from in here straight to your eye?
It flicked when I was using my chopsticks to eat the noodles. It must have, like, maybe something dropped and flicked into my eye.
Pray for her.
I'm
people.
hoping it's going to ride out. Oh.
Well, that was an unforgettable culinary experience.
And update on my eye. Back to normal now.
Yeah, that's
That was
good
a
to
bit
know.
scary, but it's fine now.
So our honest opinion on that, I know now for a fact that Sichuanese style food in the UK is watered down to suit the palates over there.
Yeah.
Because we have never had food that tasted anything like that in our lives. That
No.
was a completely different experience. It's really hard to put into words, not just taste-wise, but sensation-wise,
Yes.
emotionally, physically. That was really interesting.
The whole experience.
Well, good morning, everyone. So after that hot pot, we fell into a bit of a food coma, and I think the jet lag really caught up with us, so we were really wiped out for the rest of the day. We just went to a nice little bar and had a few beers and then hit the sack. But today we've got a really big day planned. Good morning, Yazzie.
Good morning.
So we are ticking off 2 major bucket list items today.
We
You
are.
excited?
I'm so excited. So today we're going to see the pandas. I can't believe we're going to see pandas in China. This is just going to be the craziest day.
Yep, and the second thing is that tonight we've actually got a booking in a Michelin star restaurant right here in Chengdu. It was supposed to be last night, but we had to move the reservation because we were just too full, too tired to actually be able to enjoy it properly. But we've never eaten in a Michelin star restaurant before, Michelin rated food, so really looking forward to that. And if you're wondering, like we are, what a Michelin star restaurant looks like in China, make sure you stick around till the end of the video. So we've got a little over an hour journey to get to Panda Paradise, which is where we're headed now. But before that, if we're going to survive that journey, we need some coffee because it's still really early. Luckily, there's a really nice place around the corner from our hotel, and hopefully it has good coffee to match. For those of you that don't know, black coffee and orange juice is an elite combo. But is it good in China? It's orange soda.
What?
It's orange soda. I don't mind it. It's really nice.
So it's fizzy?
Still got the same flavor combos, so it's really good. Nah? Not a fan?
Not for me.
Try it. Try it. Tell me it's
I
not
will
good.
stick to my oat latte, thank you very much, with a bit of sugar syrup.
You're such a white girl.
Oh wow, that is an incredible coffee. Manners Coffee. If you're in Chengdu, in this area, and you love coffee, go to Manners Coffee.
All right, so Yaz just ordered us a Didi, which is like China's equivalent of Uber. She came in 2 minutes, this driver.
She came so quickly, now we're like, ah!
Wow, okay, this is so not what we were expecting. It's way more built up, way more touristy than we thought it would be.
Yeah, it's so busy. There's so many people here. But it looks amazing. It looks so cool, and I'm so excited. There's pandas everywhere, or panda souvenirs everywhere.
And I always say, if something is touristy, then there's usually a very good reason for it.
Yeah.
Don't want
bring
to write
on.
it off just because of that.
So I ordered the tickets off of trip.com, and they sent me a barcode, well, 2 barcodes for the tickets. So we're just going to scan them and see if that works to be able to go through the barrier.
谢谢你.
So it's Yaz coming at you with another toilet story. I saw there was a huge queue for the female toilets. Anyway, so I stood at to the back of the line, and then a Chinese man came up to me and he goes, second floor, second floor. I was like, huh? Second floor. I was like, oh, yeah. I was like, okay. So I ran up to the stairs, and there was toilets with no one in them, literally empty toilets, and I was like, that is such a hack. Thank you, random Chinese man who wanted to save me from waiting in the line for a long time for the toilet. How cute is that? He could have said that to anyone, but he was just like, he saw me, he was like, second floor, go. So thank you, random man. I have no idea where we're going right now, but we're just following the path. I don't know if this is the right way. People are coming in the opposite direction.
We definitely arrived here a lot later than we wanted to initially.
Oh my God, pandas!
Oh my God, I wasn't expecting them to be right there.
What the hell? So you literally just walk in and just take yourself around. Look at the panda, it's just gone like that. Sunbathing.
I so wasn't mentally prepared for that. I knew we were coming to see pandas, obviously, but I didn't think it'd be right this
I
second.
thought that there would be like a bit of a walk along the pathway and then go into an area, maybe a caged off area or something. Just looked over this short wall that we're both taller than. Oh, guys just roll down the hill. They're so cute.
I can't believe how close we are to them. I thought they'd be a good way away.
They're so playful. So this particular panda base is a rescue and rehabilitation centre. So they focus on disease control. So they research and prevent diseases in the giant pandas. And also I believe that a lot of the wild pandas survived a tragic earthquake that happened in 2008 and they weren't able to survive on their own anymore. So this place saved them, and also they're training them of how to live in the wild again. So once they're trained, they'll release them back into the wild so they can survive happily. There are 3 main panda bases in Chengdu. I chose this one in particular because it's more beautiful apparently, and also there are less tourists that come to this one because it is about an hour-and-a-half drive away from the main city of Chengdu. So from what I can see so far, it's definitely worth the drive coming to this one.
I mean, if this is the quieter one, then you definitely don't want to be going to the other 2. We did also get here at 10:30. The plan was to get here originally at opening at 8:30, but you know, jet lag. We did our best. Better to arrive late than not arrive at all. It looks like there's some kind of shuttle service that you can take maybe to the top of this hill.
I think that the whole base is about 4 kilometres squared, so it makes sense that there are shuttle services. I'm assuming they're free, just for the people that don't really fancy the walk.
What is that?
I don't know what it is, but it's the cutest thing I've ever seen. Oh, hey little guy. Oh, it's so cute.
Okay, confirmed they are red panda bears. I didn't even know that they existed until 3 seconds ago.
They are the cutest little animals I think I've ever seen. I mean, pandas are cute. I don't know, they're equally as cute, aren't they?
That's a sweet little bonus. I didn't know we'd see a different species of panda.
I knew that they had red panda bears here, but I didn't know exactly what they look like. They don't look like pandas because they've got like raccoony tails.
So the main difference between those and the regular giant pandas, apart from the colour obviously, is that the giant pandas eat the bamboo stems, but these guys eat the leaves and the shoots. So I guess they like softer food, you could say. We've just met these lovely locals here.
Hello.
Yes, we've got a selfie situation. Oh, we nearly got run over.
用你的泳圈不够大。
你好. Thank you. Nice to meet you. Bye bye. They were a lovely bunch. It's so nice when you don't speak each other's languages, really.
I know.
But you can still get on really well.
I think we all knew the same amount of the other person's language, which was basically, hi, how are you? I'm fine. When I was trying to speak in their language, you know, the how are you? I'm fine. They were really like smiling and they thought it was really cute. So I'm glad it worked.
Yeah, they even smiled when we completely butchered their language. Lovely people. Okay, we've been climbing for a little while now and we've arrived at another enclosure where there's a lot of people and you can see why. Look, they have a little slide over there. Oh, I want one.
I want one.
So illegal.
Do you think it'll fit in here? What we see? What pandas see?
That looks like the most chill panda to have ever existed. Wow, could literally just stand here all day watching them. 55 yuan though, guys. Just over £5, $7 to come in here and see them this close up. Can't complain for that price. Do you know what's really nice to see is the number of domestic tourists here, because we've seen a couple of people from Europe, not many, I think we're one of the only ones here. A couple of people from Indonesia, but the majority of them are from China, other parts of China. So to see that they're really passionate and really happy to see one of the national emblems of China, it's really, really nice.
And the lady at our hotel said that we just love pandas so much, so they just love them. It's so nice to see, and we love them too.
Okay, it's now 12:10, and every panda we've seen on the way back down, or most of them, have been asleep. And also, most of the tourists have kind of dispersed, so it's gotten a lot quieter here in general.
So don't come any later than 10. I'd say come for opening, latest 10.
But 100% worth the entry fee and the drive over here. So we just got dropped off at the local train station here, about a 5-minute drive from the Panda Park, and we thought we would take it a bit easy coming on the way back because we're not in as much of a rush. We're a little bit hungry, so we're going to try these pancakes with green onion and chive. We're going to try and save ourselves as well for our big meal later. I love having conversations with people when you have to type to each other. It's so fun. He's saying to us, China is very safe and we are foreign visitors. Yeah.
点赞，为你点赞。
我的朋友。
哎，好友好。对。
哦，谢谢 ，Thank you。
青城山的味道啊。
The taste of Chengdu Mountain.
Ah, wow.
So good. Nothing not to like. Crispy, but fluffy, savory from the onion. Delicious.
Ooh. Oh my, give me that.
Bye bye. I'll go get my own, yeah? That is ridiculously simple, but ridiculously good.
I'm all about the simple things. This is delicious. And it's so fresh. She literally made it from fresh, so it's got that crispy crunchiness on the outside and so soft in the middle.
And only 8 yuan. It's about 80p, $1.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone. It has been a few hours and me and Adam are super hungry. We've got a Michelin star dining experience at 7:30. We're super excited for it. We have just come to a place called Chengshi. I'm not really sure how you pronounce it. It's just this amazing modern city centre. We are staying in actually somewhere more traditional and it's got a lot of charm. It's so beautiful and stunning. But we've come to the location of the restaurant and we've walked out of the train station, or the metro station, and we popped out here and kind of blown away actually by how modern it is. We just walked along here and we saw tons of people looking up at something. So we just turned around and saw this. Wow.
Whoa. I think they have these kind of 3D billboards in most cities in China, but the camera never does it justice, so.
I know, it looked like that deer was popping out of the screen. It was so cool. That's the first time we've seen one of those. So we have finally made it. The name of the restaurant is Michelin and it's also technically a tea house. We've decided to go for the selected set menu. We actually didn't really have a good look at it because we want it to be a surprise. So actually as it stands, I don't really know what we're getting apart from maybe one dish. So the first 3 items have arrived. The first one is tea, which looks really nice. The second item is purple sweet potato rice cake with pomelo jam. And this one is hawthorn glutinous rice cake. And then the third one is spicy cashew nuts, which are also a little bit sweet, she said. Is it gonna be a one-biter or all
Go
in?
on, doing one.
They're supposed to eat the flour. In the middle, you can taste the pomelo jam. I just had one of those cashew nuts, and that took me by surprise that it's really spicy. She did say they were spicy, but wow, that has a kick.
So on to round number 2 already, and I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea what this is called. She did say, but I'm not even gonna try and pronounce it. I just know that it's some kind of maybe root vegetable in orange sauce. The second one is radish, marinated radish with some chili. The third one, tofu in a walnut sauce.
It's actually a sesame sauce. If you listened correctly.
Sounds just as good. She also said that they recommend eating this course from left to right. We get some of that orange sauce. Whoa, much sweeter than I thought. It's really refreshing, really crisp. Now the radish. Whoa. Okay, that is my favorite thing so far. Really savory, really umami, salty, a little bit of sweet. That is really good. And I think I'm gonna use the spoon for the tofu here. It's really firm tofu. Yeah, you're right, it is sesame. Really nutty, creamy.
I think that was the first ever time I've had radish before and it was absolutely 10 out of 10. And that block of tofu with the sesame sauce was so creamy and delicious and it had a really addictive spice to it. So them two so far are my favorite things. I'm not sure which one is my favorite. Maybe the tofu. Very, very good.
So far, really, really impressed. Say 9.5 out of 10 for the taste. You know, the portion sizes are obviously quite small, but the whole point is that you get a taste of everything. This next course is a cordyceps and baby corn soup with mushrooms in it, which I'm not a big fan of, so this could tip the scales. That actually tastes quite nice. It does have a really nice flavour. We're still on appetizers or starters.
Yeah.
I'm almost full.
Yeah.
I'm almost full.
Me too.
And still got my nuts.
So for the next dish, we have got asparagus and braised porcini mushrooms topped with coriander sprout, which is coming straight off my plate, straight onto
Yes, extra for me.
No coriander for me. Oh, there's a bit left. It looks unbelievable. Wow. It's kind of like a crunchy outer layer to the mushroom and super soft and squidgy inside. It's amazing. The best asparagus I've ever had. Well, 10 out of 10. So the first of the main dishes has arrived. It's a mapo tofu dish and it looks absolutely incredible. And this region is famous for this dish as well, so we have really high hopes. I'm glad that we're sharing this because we've had quite a bit of food already and we're starting to fill up. And then we have a small bowl of rice each. So I'm assuming this is how you eat it. Uh-oh, spice just hit the back of my throat. It tastes nice. It's got a nice flavour. It's not my favourite. And that spice is really creeping up on me right now.
It's like that Sichuan pepper. It's very distinctive, very tingly. I never had mapo tofu back in the UK, but I know it's a really big thing here. I could have that again.
So I think I've realised why I'm not 100% sure on this dish, and it's because it is that Sichuan pepper. I didn't realise at the time that I was eating it. Earlier in the video, we had the hot pot with the Sichuan pepper, and I wasn't a big fan, and my tongue feels like pins and needles again, so it's that really weird sensation. I think the more I have of it, the more I will get to like it, because that's how it went with the hot pot as well.
Oh, this is the one I've been waiting for, Dan noodles. This is another dish that is famous from this region of China. Really spicy. We've got sesame sauce to add ourselves, more chili oil, and the noodles themselves are coloured green with spinach, so it's really unusual looking. Game over. We should have just cut to this straight away. Forget everything we showed you before. That is really good. So the noodles are perfectly al dente, not overcooked, not undercooked. The sesame sauce is really savoury and a bit salty. The chili oil adding a bit of heat. So good.
Really, really nice. One of my favourites.
I am down to my last few bites of these Dan noodles and I'm not very happy about it. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh,
Are you okay?
every single bite.
You didn't like it, no?
Horrible. That is delicious. Something really comforting about these noodles. I'm loving the spice. The spice is perfect. So, turns out, the noodles are limitless. She said, would you like some more noodles? I was like, absolutely yes. Thank you.
I'm actually a little bit astounded. I've never seen Yaz eat more food than me. As amazing as they were, I don't think I could eat another plate of them. And she's just ladling on the sauce right now.
Compliments to the chef. So it's time for dessert. We have got a rose and peach tree sap sweet soup. That's really hard to say. And a taro puree topped with seeds and nuts. I wasn't expecting that to be so nice because it looked really healthy. It's super creamy and light, and then the sweet sugar syrup gives it the most incredible flavour. And let's give the rose and peach one a try. Whoa, that's so odd. I've never had anything like that before.
Oh, that taro is creamy, you're right. I think that's my first time having taro, and I think I really like it. The nuts make it as well, because it adds some texture on the top and a bit of crunch. Very kind of milky and creamy. Actually, I think the two of them together work really, really nicely. What an incredible way to round off our first few days in China. 7 courses full of the local flavors, and 630 yuan in total for the both of us. Worth every single penny. It's nice to be posh every now and then, isn't it?
It is nice to be posh every now and then. We don't do it often. When we do, we really appreciate it and really enjoy it. That was amazing.
And this is just the beginning of our China adventure. There is a lot more coming. In the meantime, YouTube thinks you're going to love this video, so make sure you give it a click and we'll see you over there. Okay, bye-bye. All right, let's get to McDonald's.